It's Candace. I'm known as the real estate yogi, and today I'm going live to share a 1 hour gentle flow yoga class with you. The format of the class is that we will begin with the stretching to warm the body up for the various postures we're going to flow through. After that, we proceed into the practice. 30 minutes into practice, we have our water break, and then we resume the remainder of the yoga class. So today we're going to start with the mat in a horizontal alignment. Please, let's all stand up and come to the center of our mat. The word yoga means to connect. In yoga, we're connecting our breath with our body and our spirit and how we are feeling. So it's a connection, mind, body, spirit. So we'll be standing in the center of the mat. We're going to stand tall by guiding the weight to the body to flow into our heels, lifting our toes up, relaxing the shoulders. And as you inhale, just keep guiding the crown of your head upward, letting your low jaw relax, and letting your tongue rest in your low jaw. On the next inhale breath, spread your toes very widely, fanning them out, and then begin to bring your pinky toe down, the next toe down, and just slowly release each toe onto the mat, keeping your weight rooted to the heels, shoulders pressing downward. On the next breath, we're going to step the feet outward. Take a wide-legged stance. All 10 toes point forward. Let the arms rise up to shoulder level. And from here, we're going to guide the left toes to point outward away from the body. Keep both legs straight. Inhale, reach your left hand past your left toes. So just stretch, stretch, stretch. Let's go ahead and press the left palm away from the body. Guide the left fingertips up, squeezing the left elbow. And we're also pressing the navel inward. The breath is flowing freely as we stretch out the leg muscles, we stretch out back muscles, and we stretch out muscles in the arms. On the inhale breath, we're going to rise up, lifting the heart up. Relax the left fingertips, lower the arms down, and allow the left toes to point forward. Keep your legs straight and take a deep breath. On the inhale, the next inhale, arms flow up to shoulder level. Palms are facing down. Let opposite toes now should be perhaps the right toes pointing outward away from the body, and reach your right hand past your right toes, pressing the heel of the hand outward and guiding your right fingertips up. Your navel presses inward, and the breath flows freely. Notice how the heart is beating. And on the next inhale, we're going to rise up, lifting the heart up. Returning to neutral spine so right toes can point forward towards the front of the room. Breathe deep. Exhale. Lift your heart and fold forward in a flat back forward fold. Begin to lift up those glute muscles, those sit bones. Let the tip of the nose point towards the mat and connect with a flat back forward fold. We're actively guiding the crown of the head in the opposite direction as the shoulders. We're lifting those sit bones up, so just think about that tailbone rising up as the breath flows freely. Palms are facing down. We're squeezing the elbows, and let's enjoy the fullness of the breath. We're going to take a deep inhale. On the exhale, release the hands downward. Fingertips connect with the mat. Let your chin flow towards your collarbone. See if your palms can flatten onto your mat. It's okay. If they don't, your fingertips can either hover above the mat, or you might have some portion of your hand on the mat. From here, let's circle the hips to the right. Circle your hips, move your spine. Breathe deep. Allow your spine to make a C curve during this movement, and be sure to keep pressing your navel inward. Now we're going to circle the hips in the opposite direction. Breathe into the flow. Observe the heart rhythm. Keep breathing deeply. From here, we'll take a long cleansing inhale. On the exhale, let your hips and spine be still and begin to heel toe your feet inward. Let's breathe. Heel toe, heel toe. Keep going until ultimately your thighs touch. From here, we'll take a deep breath. When we release the breath, we're going to begin to soften the knees and let the knees bend. Hinge in your hips. Press your navel in. Let your chest rest on your thighs. Notice how your shoulder blades will spread across your back. Eyes are open. The next breath allows the arms to flow back towards the wall behind us. Let your palms face each other. Bring your fingertips towards each other. Clasp your hands behind your back. As the hands are clasping, clasp firmly and inhale, straighten your knees. Begin to lift your hands up, hands clasping. Let your hands flow to the sky. Begin to bring your chin towards your collarbone. Keep your hands squeezing together firmly and your hands flow towards the sky. If you have increased range of motion, you can gently guide your hands towards the wall in front of you. Remember, be gentle to the body and breathe deep into your flow. On the next breath, we're going to rise up, lifting the hands up. Hands flow to the wall behind us. Release the fingers. Take a breath. Arms flow outward to shoulder level. Allow the hands to release downward. Once your fingertips point towards your mat, we're going to take a deep breath. When you release the breath, soften your knees, hinge in your hips. The palms face forward. On the next inhale, as we press our navel inward, let's rise up slowly, lifting the heart up, guiding the arms outward, rising up one vertebrae at a time. Keep those elbows straight and allow your fingertips to flow to the sky. We'll connect in the mountain pose. Palms facing forward, shoulders relaxed, straight elbows. The weight of the body sinking into the heels. Observing the fullness of the breath. Let's all take a deep inhale. On the exhale, rotate the arms in, guide them closer, fingertips meet, palms touch. Take a cleansing inhale. On the exhale, begin to lower your hands, soften those elbows. And we're going to guide our thumbs to flow to the heart center position in front of our sternum. We're going to relax the shoulders. Relax facial muscles. Allow the breath to flow freely. Begin to gaze downward towards the tip of your nose. This will be our moment of reflection. If you'd like, you can set an intention or dedication for your practice, or you can simply remain connected to your unique heart rhythm. Let's take a long cleansing inhale. On the release of breath, we're going to blink the eyes, open a little wider. Relax the elbows, release the palms. Let your arms rest at your side. Excellent. We have now concluded our stretching, our warm-up for the yoga practice. So let's now begin with a mountain pose. What we'll do is we'll make sure the thighs are close together and touching. We're actively pressing the shoulders downward. We're guiding the navel inward And we're also on the inhale, guiding the crown of the head up and keeping facial muscles softened and relaxed. The next breath guides the arms to extend outward and rise up. Keep pressing your navel in, keep squeezing those elbows, and your fingers remain straight as the fingertips float to the sky, palms facing forward. Exploring the mountain pose. Observing how the breath connects with the heart vibration. The next inhale allows us to rotate the arms in and guide the fingertips to meet and palms touch. We're going to interlace the fingers, clasp our hands, and allow the pointer fingers to remain straight. On the next inhale breath, let's reach up, lifting the head up. Shoulders will flow towards your ears. Notice the elongation in the spine. The breath is flowing freely. We're actively pressing our hands upward, pressing the navel in. On the next inhale breath, press the fingertips up closer towards the sky and begin to lift your heart up, guiding your arms to flow back, connecting with your standing back bend. Your fingertips flow in the same direction as the wall or space behind you. We're actively squeezing the glute muscles to protect our low back as we arch. This is a wonderful way to strengthen the muscles in the back that support good posture. We're engaging the core muscle group. We're squeezing those glutes. Additionally, we are increasing range of motion in the shoulders, very good for the body. On the next inhale breath, lift the heart up. Let's breathe, rising up. Returning to neutral spine with relaxed shoulders. Tip of the nose pointing to the wall in front. On the next inhale breath, reach hands upward, shoulders flow up towards your ears. On the exhale, let the upper body fold to the right. Go slowly, press the belly in. We're pressing the hands away from the body. This is very good for the T-band region of the body. On the next inhale breath, we'll begin to lift the heart up. Let's breathe, lift the heart and rise back up to neutral spine. With the spine neutral, we'll take a deep cleansing breath. When we release the breath, press hands away from the body and let the upper body fold now towards the left. Be mindful to guide your navel inward. Breathe into the flow. Actively guide your navel towards your spinal cord. On the next inhale breath, we'll begin to lift the heart up. The body rises, the arms flow upward. With the fingertips pointing to the sky, take a breath. Exhale, straighten those fingers. Slowly release the arms downward. Squeeze your elbows. Arms will float to shoulder level, and the breath guides the arms forward. We connect with the palms touching. We'll guide the elbows to bend. Thumbs flow to heart center, and we relax the shoulders. With shoulders relaxing, let's take a deep breath. On the release of breath, bend your knees, hinge in hips, and bend nice and deeply, keeping the weight of the body rooted in your heels. You want to bend as deep as you can. As we bend deeply, the next breath allows the right heel to rise up. Begin to lift your right knee up. Keep your right leg close to the standing leg, and the left knee stays bending. Press palms together, and sometimes we can get wiggly, it's okay. Gazing at a focal point helps with the balance. For me, sometimes if I'm talking and balancing, that can increase the challenge to balance. So we have the right foot lifted. The next breath allows us to cross the right leg onto the standing leg, letting the right knee split outward. The next breath, lift up the right knee, uncross your leg, and lower your right foot back onto your mat. Bend your knees nice and deep. The belly presses inward. We have our thumbs resting on the sternum. Observe the heart rhythm. We're going to gaze actively at a focal point. The next breath allows the left knee to rise up. Let's breathe. Keep the left leg close to the standing leg. The right knee is bending. The next breath allows that left knee to rise up, and we cross the leg on the standing leg. Breathe deep. On the next inhale, left knee rises, uncross your leg. Let the left foot release to the mat, and we're going to fold forward. Release the palms. Place fingertips on the mat and step the feet outward. Straightening the legs. So the legs are straight, all 10 toes point forward. You're going to lift those sit bones up. By lifting those glute muscles up, bend your elbows, and see if maybe the elbows can connect with the mat. It's okay if they can't. Most importantly, we want to keep our eyes open. We're guiding our chin towards our collarbone. We're allowing the crown of the head to flow in the same direction as the mat. We are in an inverted, wide-legged forward fold, and we're strengthening our nervous and circulatory system. The next breath allows us to press the palms into the mat, lift those elbows up, straighten the arms, and the next breath allows us to walk our hands towards the left foot. Point your left toes outward to the left. Frame your left foot with both hands, so your hands are positioned down by the heel area. Adjust your foot accordingly. You might have to guide the foot closer to the body for increased balance. Now, the right toes come in slightly, going slightly towards the left. From here, we're going to take a breath and we're going to guide the left knee to bend. Lift up your right heel. And the next breath allows us to shift the weight of the body forward. Lifting up your right foot, straightening the left knee, squeeze that right glute muscle. And see if you're able to lift that right leg up. It's okay if you can't lift the leg up, that's fine. You can just keep your right toes on the mat. If your right leg is lifted, actively squeeze your right glute muscle. Observe the fullness of the breath as we balance on a straight leg. From here, what I like to do is I like to create a tripod effect with the left hand. So I lift up the left palm. So you might want to try that method. And now we'll focus on the right hand. If you want to go deeper into this balancing posture, on your inhale breath, lift your right hand up. Place the right hand towards the right glute muscle. And your palm can rest somewhere along the upper thigh and glute. Right? So if you're feeling very stable and you want to go a little deeper into this posture, the next breath allows the right arm to flow upward, fingertips flowing to the sky. Encourage your shoulders to flow to a stacked position and keep breathing deeply. Strengthening arm muscles, engaging shoulder joints. Let's take a long cleansing inhale. On the exhale, slowly lower your right arm. Right fingertips connect with the mat. We're going to breathe deep. Exhale, begin to lower your right foot and bend your left knee. So the right toes are releasing to the mat. Align your back heel and your front heel so it makes an imaginary line. The right toes are slightly flowing to the left. We're preparing for warrior one. Make sure your knee is positioned over your ankle. Left knee positioned over left ankle. On the next inhale breath, we begin to lift our heart up. Let's breathe. Remember, don't let my cues rush you. Guide the arms outward. Left knee remains bending. We're guiding fingertips towards the sky, letting the weight of the body release to the heels. We're mindful to keep our shoulders relaxed, and the breath is flowing freely. On the inhale, let's straighten the left knee. Rotate the body towards the right. Let's breathe. All 10 toes point forward. Excellent flow. This is a wonderful way to strengthen the spine, strengthen the arms, and tone up the legs at the same time. Let's focus on our right foot. Let's take a breath. Right toes point outward away from the body. Left toes come in slightly. We're going to rotate the upper body towards the right, bend the right knee, and we'll connect with our warrior one posture. Let's keep breathing deeply. We're mindful to keep our shoulders relaxed and actively squeeze those elbows as we maintain straight fingers. Each time we exhale, we'll guide the navel inward to keep our belly hollow. From here, we'll take a deep cleansing breath. On the release of breath, lift your heart and fold over the bending leg. Letting the body release downward, letting the arms release downward, keeping the right knee bending. Fingertips connect with the mat. The next breath allows us to shift the weight of the body forward, lifting up that right heel, lifting up the right foot, straightening the left leg. Right? So we encourage the left leg to rise up to the hip level. If we're feeling unbalanced and very wiggly, just lower that left foot and keep the left toes on the mat, okay? So choose the level that works best for your body. And we're creating a tripod effect with the right hand, keeping the right palm off of the mat or floor. Now we'll focus on the left hand. If you feel very stable and very balanced, the next inhale breath allows the left hand to rise up. Let's breathe. Lift the hand. Place your left hand near the upper glute thigh area. Observe how your breath connects with the heart rhythm. From here, we'll take another inhale, lift the left arm up. Let me get back in the frame of the camera. So the left fingertips flow to the sky. We encourage the shoulders to flow to stacking, keeping the elbows straight. Allow your breath to flow freely. Continue to observe how the heart is beating. From here, we'll take a deep inhale. On the exhale, allow the left arm to release downward. Fingertips connect with the mat. Once the fingertips are on the mat, we take a cleansing breath. As we exhale, slowly lower the left leg down. We're moving with control and focus, guiding the sole of the foot to the mat. From here, let's begin to bend the knees and place our full palm on the mat, spreading the fingers very widely to protect the wrists. Fingers spread very widely. The next breath, we're going to straighten the right leg behind us, point the toes, and have the toenails on the mat. The right leg is straight. Sole of the foot is lifted off the mat. The next breath allows us to do the same movement with the left leg, stepping it back. The weight of the body presses into the heels of the hand. Then we lower the hips. Don't let your hip points touch your mat. Press your chest forward, lift your head up. We flow to an up dog, guiding the tip of the nose to point to the sky. Lifting the heart upward, breathing deep. From here, we'll take a deep breath. On the exhale, begin to bend your knees, gently place them on your mat, and the breath guides your glutes back. Let's breathe. Let your glutes flow towards your heels. Press the navel in, fingertips flow towards the top of the mat. The navel presses inward, chin flows towards the collarbone, and the forehead gently relaxes onto the mat. So this is called the child's pose. In our yoga practice, the child's pose is our resting posture. Although this is a resting posture, we still receive benefits from the fingertips to the tips of the toes, stretching out the muscles in the hands, the arms, lengthening, strengthening spine. Keep your breath flowing freely. Stretching out the muscles in the back, the legs, the feet, the toes. Observe your unique heart rhythm. As we continue to connect with heart energy, the next inhale breath allows us to begin to lift our glutes up. Lift your elbows up. Slide your hands closer to your knees. Shoulders align over your wrists. We'll connect with an all fours tabletop position. From here, we'll flex the toe prints onto the mat. With the toe prints on the mat, the next breath allows us to begin to lift our knees up. Let's breathe. Lifting the knees up, we'll connect with a down dog. From here, we release the heels downward, keeping eyes open. Sometimes you might have to adjust your hands. The adjustment could be walking your hands closer to your feet so you can guide your tailbone up to the sky. Let your chest press actively to the thighs. And on the exhale breath, you gently release the heels downward. You're going for an inverted V or TP shape, okay? Sometimes the heels cannot press onto the mat, and that's fine. In yoga, we don't want to overexert or strain the body. We want to listen to our bodies. We want to guide our bodies to move during a breath flow. So we always inhale and then exhale. Invite the movement. Invite the adjustment. Breathe deep. Always observe how your heart is beating. We are inverted, so we keep our eyes open for focus and concentration. From here, We're going to take an inhale and step the right foot in the space between the thumbs. It's okay if your foot can't quite reach there. Just do your best. Let's breathe and shift. The next breath allows us to lift the left hand, rotate the body towards the left. All 10 toes point to the front of the room, and we will connect in a wide-legged forward fold, eyes open. The next breath allows us to begin to heel our feet inward. So breathe, bring your heels in, bring your toes in. Heel toe, heel toe. Keep doing that movement until ultimately your thighs touch. Let the weight of the body sink into our heels. From here, we're going to take a deep breath. On the exhale, soften your knees with a slight bend. And the next breath allows us to lift the heart up. Let's breathe, rise up slowly. Press your belly in, palms face forward. We're going to flow upward, one vertebrae at a time. Keep extending the arms outward, squeezing the elbows straight, guiding your fingertips to the sky, lifting the heart. All 10 fingertips float to the sky. We're going to take a deep breath. On the exhale, palms face outward and slowly release your arms down. Ultimately, fingertips flow towards your mat. Excellent flow. So we're about 30 minutes into practice. Great time for the water break. I'm going to check the messages, the comments, I should say. If there's any yoga posture in particular you'd like to flow through, drop it in the comments. I'll make sure we get to it. Alrighty, we got a message from my cousin Robert. Alrighty, great to see you on your mat. Hello there, how are you doing? I'm doing great. Alrighty, so let's see here. So let's see if there are any other messages that I can read. It's hard to see. So anyway, drop the comments in if there's any posture you want to flow through. We will make sure we get to it. Oh, maybe it's this button. Oops. Okay. Oops. All right, guys. You know what? I pushed something and I didn't mean to push that button. Maybe I can get this off. It looks like a green screen or something. Sorry. That's strange. That's so weird. Wow. Okay. We are going to continue. Looks like a green screen. Alrighty, something different. All right, so we are going to resume seated on our yoga mat. I hope everybody's gotten a little more hydration. Please do remember anytime during practice, if you feel like you need to hydrate, do so. If you feel like you need a rest or a break, take to your mat in child's pose. So now the mat is horizontal. We're going to sit on our mat and we're going to connect with a cobbler pose. Guide the soles of your feet towards each other and make sure your sit bones are on the mat. So what you can do is let's use the hands, right hand can guide the right glute muscle outward and you tilt the body to the left, tilt to the right, use the opposite hand and just really let the bones, the sit bones, connect with the mat. Guide your heels inward towards your pelvis, lift the heart up, arms resting on your legs. Palms face upward for more energy, palms face downward for more relaxation. And we're actively guiding the crown of the head to float upward, allowing the low jaw to be relaxed, and we want to release the tongue from the roof of the mouth, keeping facial muscles softened and keeping the breath flowing freely. We want to breathe so deep we can feel it behind our heart. This is the cobbler pose. Sitting this way allows gravity to open the hips for us, increasing range of motion. This is very good for our hip flexors. With the heart lifted and the belly pressing inward, we're strengthening the spinal cord and additionally strengthening the muscles that support good posture. On the next inhale breath, we're going to lift the arms up, squeeze your elbows straight. Ooh. Fingertips float to the sky. From here, we'll take a deep breath. On the exhale, rotate the arms in, fingertips meet, palms touch. With the palms touching, take another breath. On the exhale, palms face outward and begin to lower the arms, squeeze those elbows, arms lower to shoulder level, and then palms rotate towards the wall behind us. The next breath guides the arms to float back. Keep your arms at shoulder level as much as you can, and then as the shoulder blades flow towards each other, guide the fingertips towards each other. You'll probably have to lower the arms, and you're going to clasp your hands behind your back. Those shoulder blades are squeezing actively together. Yes. Strengthening the back muscles. Let's take a deep breath. On the exhale, lift the heart and begin to fold forward, guiding the hands upward. And you want to go slowly, move slow. Don't strain, just move with the breath and observe the unique heart rhythm. Chin will flow towards the collarbone and the hands float upward. Take another breath. On the release of breath, slowly lower your hands downward. Release your fingers. Guide the arms outward to shoulder level. And now the arms flow forward. We want to guide the arms to a parallel position overhead, allowing the navel to press inward. The next breath guides the arms closer, fingertips touch, palms meet. With the palms touching, take a deep inhale and begin to lift the body up. Bend your elbows. And we're guiding the hands to flow to heart center. Thumbs in front of sternum, crown of the head flowing upward, and we relax our shoulders. Let's observe the fullness of the breath. On the next inhale breath, we're going to lift the heart up and guide the knees upward, guiding the soles of the feet to meet our mat. So we can take another breath. On the exhale, right foot flows forward. Release over this right leg. So you want to press the right heel of the foot away from the body. Extend the hands forward. Bring your chin towards your collarbone. Relax your shoulders. And you can relax your hands and let your hands rest either on your shin or maybe the foot. Whatever feels best. Keep that left knee pointing upward. Keep the sole of the left foot on your mat. From here, we're going to take a long cleansing inhale. On the exhale, the left foot flows forward. We're straightening our left leg. So you can rest your hands either on your shins or your hands might be resting on the feet. We're actively flexing our feet by pressing the ball of the foot away from the body, guiding the tips of the toes towards the body. This is a wonderful way to stretch out the muscles in the back. A wonderful way to strengthen the legs. And with each inhale, we're increasing oxygen levels into the body. So good for the body. On the next inhale breath, let's begin to lift the heart up and the body up. Arms flow upward. Keep your feet flexing and keep lifting your heart up. When we lift the heart, we lengthen the spine. We'll have the palms facing each other with straight fingers. Feet are actively flexing. The next breath allows the right knee to bend. Inhale, lift your heart up, bend the right knee. Right sole of the foot connects with the mat. Excellent flow. From here, we'll take another cleansing breath. On the exhale, guide your heart towards the flexing front foot, pressing the navel inward. Chin flows towards the collarbone. Slowly let your forehead release towards the straight knee. So in this forward fold with the bended knee, we're activating our hamstrings and quadriceps, as well as stretching out the calf muscles. We have the left foot in an active flex. Hands are either touching the shin area, or perhaps your hands might be capturing your flexing front foot. Let's take a long cleansing inhale breath. On the exhale, guide your right foot forward. Begin to straighten your right leg. Allow your right hand to connect with the same level on your leg as the left hand. We're guiding our chin towards your collarbone, observing how our shoulder blades spread across the back. The navel will press inward. And as we're in this forward fold, we're mindful on the exhale breath to invite more softness into the body and just surrender and release into the pose. From here, we'll take a deep inhale breath and begin to lift the heart up. The body rises, the arms rise, feet are flexing. And in yoga, we move nice and slowly. We move with purpose and focus. We lift the heart to lengthen the spine. We're guiding our fingertips to the sky, keeping shoulders relaxing, feet maintain flexing. Squeeze your kneecaps. Keep a hollow belly. From here, we'll take a long cleansing inhale. On the exhale, slowly release the arms downward, outward. Palms face outward away from the body. Let's begin to bend the knees and guide the tips of the toes to the mat. Arms flow to shoulder level. Let's guide the arms forward, embracing the legs and lifting the feet all the way up. Showing the legs some love. Pressing our navel inward. Allowing the breath to flow freely. From here, we'll circle the feet outward. And we're going to circle the feet inward. Take a deep breath. On the exhale, left leg crosses in front of right. Release your legs. Let the feet return to your mat and the knees splay outward. Lift your heart up, the knees splay outward, and release towards your mat with the heart lifted, shoulders relaxed. We'll connect with easy pose, a hip opening yoga posture. You can place your arms on your legs, palms face upward for more energy, palms face down for more relaxation. Choose the hand placement and be mindful to follow your breath inward. On the next inhale, turn your head slowly to the right, chin flowing towards the right shoulder. Inhale, the arms outward and upward. Turn your head center, neck is neutral. Breathe deep. Exhale. Begin to lower your right arm outward and fold the upper body to the right. Right palm connects with the mat. Bend your right elbow. Turn your head upward and your nose will point to the sky. You have that left arm hovering above the left ear. Keep breathing deeply. From here, we'll take a long cleansing inhale, pressing that right palm into the mat, rising up, lifting the heart up. Right arm rises, fingertips flow to the sky. We're going to take a deep breath. On the exhale, fingertips meet, palms touch. Bend your elbows, let your hands release to heart center. Thumbs resting in front of the sternum, shoulders relax. Notice all the length in your spine and the hollowness in the belly. Observe the fullness in the breath. On the next inhale, slowly turn your head towards the left, chin flowing to the left shoulder. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, press your palms into each other, activating the pectoral muscles, engaging biceps, triceps. On the next inhale breath, let the hands flow upward. Palms still touch. Head still turning towards the left shoulder. Straighten your elbows and take a deep breath. When you release the breath, release the palms. Left arm flows outward away from the body. Let your left palm connect with the mat, and the breath guides the left elbow to bend. We're going to fold over towards the left, heart pointing towards the front of the room, right arm hovering above the right ear. Actively pressing the navel inward, engaging the pelvic floor. So good for the body. Observe your unique heart rhythm. Now, as we continue to focus on our heart, we're going to inhale, lift the heart up, left palm presses into the mat, and left arm rises. The spine is long and straight. Guide the arms to flow inward so the palms face each other. Be sure to relax your shoulders. The next breath allows the knees to rise up, uncross legs, and guide your heels outward. So we connect with our seated straddle and take another breath. On the exhale, rotate upper body to the right and release over the right leg. Now you're actively guiding the navel in. Keep your left sit bone on your mat. Guiding your left knee to flow towards your left. Okay, so let me give a better descriptor. The chin flows to the collarbone, so the forehead can flow towards the left knee. We're maintaining flexing feet. And each time we exhale, we guide our navel inward. The breath flows freely. So this is a wonderful way to stretch out The muscles in the legs invite openness into the hips, and we're strengthening the back muscles at the same time. So many wonderful benefits in this wide-legged side fold. Seated straddle. On the next inhale breath, we're going to focus on the heart. So we're going to inhale, begin to lift the heart up, the body rises, arms rise up. Fingertips flow to the sky. The breath allows us to untwist, heart pointing to the front of the room. Feet are flexing. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Rotate upper body to the left. Take an inhale. Exhale. Lift your heart. Release the body over your left leg slowly, and don't rush. We want to move with control and focus, guiding our navel inward, allowing the chin to flow towards our collarbone, maintaining flexing feet as we gently guide our forehead towards the straight left leg. Keep breathing deep. Continue to observe the breath flow and the heart rhythm. The body softens on each exhale breath. From here, we're going to take a deep inhale breath and begin to lift the heart up, body rises, arms flow upward. Squeeze those elbows straight, keep your fingers straight. Guide fingertips to the sky, and then inhale, untwist. Heart pointing to the front of the room with relaxed shoulders. From here, we'll take another breath. Exhale, lift your heart and fold forward. You want to flex those feet, press the belly in. You're going to guide your fingertips to connect with your mat perhaps, or your hands can hover. Well, your fingertips might connect with the floor if the mat is horizontal, and your hands might hover above the floor. Do what feels best for you. Let your chin flow towards your collarbone. Guide the navel inward. Your feet are actively flexing. If you're very flexible, you can let the chest flow towards your mat. Chin flows towards the collarbone. And the forehead gently rests on the mat or the floor. Keep breathing deep, allowing the breath to become a little more fluid and full. So as we allow gravity to open our hips for us and strengthen our spine and tone our legs, we'll remain focused on our heart. And on the next inhale breath, begin to lift the heart up, rise up. Press that navel in. Fingertips flow to the sky. Lift your heart to lengthen your spine. Keep pressing your belly in. Squeeze the elbows straight. Palms are facing each other. Feet are flexing. Take a deep breath. On the exhale, let the arms slowly release outward and downward, flowing to shoulder level. Take a breath. Exhale, palms face down, arms release all the way down, fingertips flow to the mat. From here, take a breath, squeeze those kneecaps, heels rise up. We're going to guide the legs to flow closer towards each other, thighs touch. Relax your kneecaps. Inhale, bend your knees, tips of the toes flow to your mat. Turn your body towards the right. We're going to come to the top of the mat and prepare to lie back. Capture your kneecaps and slowly release back. Once the base of the skull touches the mat, take a breath. On the exhale, release your kneecaps and lower the feet to the mat. Guide your feet outward away from the body, straightening the legs. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Make sure the neck is comfortable and the spine is long and straight. We are now prepared for the final yoga posture, our Shavasana. Tip of the nose pointing towards the sky, relaxing the shoulders. We follow our breath inward, allowing our breath to guide us inward towards peace and towards calm that we have within the body, towards focus. Connect with the harmony between your breath and your heart rhythm. As we continue to focus on the heart rhythm and the breath, we're going to now bring focus to the feet, moving the feet from left to right, wiggling our toes. Let's move the hands. Activate your wrists and wiggle those fingers. Fingers are bending and straightening. Let's blink the eyes open. Take a deep inhale breath. On the exhale, hands and feet will be still, and the next breath allows the knees to bend. Let's breathe. Inhale, bend your knees. Guide the soles of your feet, your mat. The next breath allows us to turn onto the left side. Lower your knees to the left. Your left arm will become a pillow for your head as you guide yourself to a fetal position on your left side. As we inhale, we're going to lift the head up. Place the palms on the mat in front of your chest. Slowly, gently press the body upright. Guide yourself to any comfortable seated position. Lift your heart up. Blink the eyes open. Observe how you're feeling. Inhale, arms extend outward and rise up. Breathing, guiding fingertips to the sky. Rotate the arms in. Let your fingertips meet. Take another breath. On the release of breath, release the hands downward. Elbows will bend. Hands flow to heart center so we can take a cleansing inhale. On the exhale, let the body release and fold forward. Let's remember, life is a beautiful and precious gift that we should always cherish. The light and love in me honor the light and love in you. Namaste. On an inhale breath, we rise up. Let's breathe. Lift the heart up. And relax the hands. Namaste. Peace to you. Now is a great time. You can come to the comments, drop any comment or question you might have in the chat. Alrighty. So at this point, I don't see any. Later on, if you're watching this in the replay, welcome. And if you join class a little later, welcome. I'm Candace, certified yoga teacher. I go live every Tuesday morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you found this to be helpful for you, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share with others. Until next time, have a beautiful day.